So thank you so much once again. Today I'll be discussing about the identity of the holy name. We need once we know, what is the holy name, who the holy name is, and what are his characteristics, then we know that what is Nam Abhas and Nam Aprad and Shuddhanam. So I'm not going to discuss Nam Aprad and Nam Abhas, which you all know very well. I'll be just, you can say, touching on Shuddhanam, and integrated within the Shuddhanam will be some solutions for Nam Aprad and Nam Abhas. So, what is the identity of the holy name? So, in Padma Puran, there is a shloka, and you all must have heard this shloka. Nama Chintamani Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukta Abhinatva Nama Namina. So, when it says that these are six qualities of Krishna through this particular shloka. So the first characteristic of Krishna's holy name is Abhinnatva. It is Bhinna means, it's different, but Abhinna means non-different. So Krishna's name and his holy name, they both are same and they are they are identical as such. So when I say water, 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 but water is not going to quench my thirst. But when I say Krishna, 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 then the name and the person both are the same. And we get direct association also of the Supreme Lord as such. And like Srila Prabhupada gives an example that if I am in a particular room and if I'm in trouble, and if I call out, honey, 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 so of course, honey is not going to come over there. But if I call out Krishna, 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 Krishna definitely will come and will try to save me or help me. So Krishna's name and Krishna are non-different. Like when Draupadi called out to Krishna, when Gajendra called out, when Prahlad Maharaj called out, when Maharaj Khatwanga called out, immediately Krishna came to help. So this characteristic, this Abhinnatva Nam Namina, this characteristic, it is revealing one of the qualities of Krishna, that he is absolute. And Krishna is absolute. His holy name is also absolute. When in the morning, when we actually sing during the Darshanarti, when we say that Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti manti. So, Krishna's name or Krishna's form are completely non-different from each other. And Krishna enters our heart, he cleanses it. Like, for example, if you drop some dal on the floor and I'm using a mop or a cloth to wipe it or to clean it. So, the cloth in itself should be clean, right? So, the second quality of Krishna is that Krishna's holy name is Purno Shuddho. Shuddho means clean. So, its holy name is completely pure. And like if you take this clean cloth and clean that floor of the dal which has been dropped on the floor, right? So the floor gets cleansed, but the mop gets dirty. So when Krishna's holy name enters our heart, it cleanses our heart. But that does not mean that the holy name gets contaminated. The holy name still remains pure in itself. In the Upanishad, in Sri Upanishad, we have Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. So he still remains Purna. Even if he gives something, if he gives his whole wealth to somebody, that doesn't mean that Krishna becomes a pauper. That's not the case. He still remains the whole. The third quality of Krishna's holy name is he's Nitya Mukto, eternally liberated. Nitya means eternal, and Mukto means liberated. And therefore, he's untinged and not influenced by the material world. So that is why he is Nitya Mukto. And like for example, you purify everything and still remain unaffected. The example of Prabhupada gives the example of the sun and the urine analogy. So the by the power of the sun, the urine is cleansed, but the sun remains unaffected. Similarly, the holy name of Krishna, which is Nitya Mukto or eternally liberated, can clean all the contamination in my heart, but it still remains unaffected. So, if you see in there is a shloka actually, which in the Bhagavatam, uh, first first canto, second chapter, this particular shloka comes. It says over there that Shrinvata Swakatha Krishna. Um, I just forget that shloka. Give me a minute.
पुण्य
Shrinvata
श्रवण कीर्तन
पुण्य श्रवण कीर्तन हृदय अंतस्ति ही अभद्राणि विधुनोति सुहृत सताम. So Shrinvata Swakatha Krishna. If you hear the glories of Krishna, Swakatha, Swa means his own glories, which are Punya Shravana Kirtana. So, what does Krishna do? Krishna is cleansing the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of those who hear and chant his own glories. Hridaya antasthya hi abhadrani. Whatever is inauspicious, whatever is not really required. And he's what is in Krishna personally. Vidhunoti surit satam. He's personally cleansing the heart of that particular person. Imagine, that Krishna, uh, Krishna wants to take the role of a chauffeur for Arjuna. Krishna wants to take the role of a cleanser for his devotees. And what level Krishna wants to actually go down for cleansing us or to bring us back to him. So the fourth quality is Chintamani. Chintamani means touchstone. It can fulfill all our desires, whatever, be it material desire, be it spiritual desire also, and one may get everything. But if if you desire something that is spiritual, that also you might get. But Krishna does not give bhakti very easily. Why? Because he becomes subordinate to that particular person. So that's how the name is touchstone and it's the holy name. So in the sixth canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Ajamil's chapter, there are some characteristics of some character glories of the holy name are given. Sanketyam parihasyam stobanam helamev na vaikuntanam grihanam ashesha vidamagra ashesha agraham vidamam. So he's saying that Sanket means to indicate. So when somebody just ignorantly chants the holy name, seeing the Hare Krishna devotees move on the streets, that see these Hare Krishna devotees are going. So he's just indicating the Hare Krishna devotees are going. Then parihasyam, to make fun. Hasya means to laugh. So parihasyam, or to speak the Hare Krishna mantra just unknowingly. And in India, in the early, I think 70s, there was a movie called Hare Krishna Hare Rama, which had come. And and in that, people, chanted the holy names, over there, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, and even Shishupal also. So, Parihasyam, just in fun. And that is why Shishupal also got Sarupya Mukti. Then he says Stobham. Stobham means some musical entertainment, like a nice harmonium or a synthesizer for some benefit or some entertainment. And then he says Helanam. Helanam means you neglectfully chant the holy names. And he says that Ashesha Agharam means when somebody is chanting with Sanketyam, Parihasyam, Stobam, Helanam, then all his sins will be completely destroyed. But the seed will not be destroyed because uh, that seed is without faith, it is without Shraddha. So when somebody is chanting the holy name with some other purpose, there will definitely be some benefit, but he'll not get the desired benefit, which is actually attaining Krishna Prema. So purification will be there, and of course, bhakti has the power to control Krishna. So that's why Krishna does not award bhakti very easily. No, no. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadish kamaye, mama janmani janmani ishwari, bhavatad bhakti ahetuki tvai. So then the fifth characteristic is Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Chaitanya is Krishna's own name, and his name is identical. His name is Abhinnatvam, right? So this name, when you say Chaitya, Chaitya means consciousness. Chaitanya means consciousness, fully consciousness. He is completely Sat. This name, the holy name is completely Sat, Chit, and Ananda also equally. So, very important because we don't consider the holy name as simply as the combination of some syllables, so that we don't become mechanical. So the holy name is all attractive. The holy name is completely pure, and still, I am still not attracted to the holy name. And because in the seventh canto, uh, um Prahlad Maharaj's teachers, they ask him that, where did you get this attraction to Krishna from? And Prahlad Maharaj says that, Yatha Brahmane Yatho Brahmana Swayam Akarsha Sannidho Tatha Me Bhidyate Cheta Chakrapanera Sudrishyaha. So he gave a very beautiful example over there. He says that ayo means iron. So you don't have to teach iron to get attracted, to the magnet. He spontaneously gets attracted to the magnet. Similarly, you don't have to teach the soul to get attracted to Krishna, who is like a very powerful magnet. However, this iron filing is covered by the rust of lust in its natural state. So he's not attracted to Krishna because when there is rust, then immediately it cannot attract. So when we when this rust will come out slowly, because see, we have many anarthas. We have lust, greed, anger, pride, and all. So then when all these are eradicated by chanting the holy names of the Lord, and once this rust is gone, then our heart is completely attracted towards Krishna. And Srila Rupa Goswami also gives an analogy in a Nectar of Devotion. Over there, he says that when a patient is affected with jaundice, then he finds sugar candy very, pale, because his tongue is covered with the secretion of bile, and that's why he does not have much taste in it. So the same sugar candy is the medicine uh, for jaundice, but still he is not experiencing. But that's the medicine also. And the sweetness can be experienced in our heart when all these anarthas, all these six anarthas are eradicated. And that is why it is said that Chaitanya, this whole process, that understanding that Krishna is non-different than his name. Krishna is a person, and I'm calling out to a person. This will come only when most of our anarthas will be eradicated slowly by chanting the holy names of the Lord. Now, the sixth characteristic is that it is a rasa vigraha. The holy name in itself is the personification of rasa. It's the embodiment of all the rasas, you can say. So when we say Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Sat is, Brahma, Chit is Paramatma, and Anand is Bhagwan. Now, actually, the soul wants Anand, right? But these three cannot give fulfillment. And what will give fulfillment is the reciprocation of the relationship between the soul and Krishna. And that reciprocation of this relationship is called rasa, or a mellow, or exchange of mellows. So the holy name is an embodiment of all the rasas. And how many rasas? There are 5 primary rasas that we know and 7 secondary rasas. There are 12. So primary rasas are what? Shantya, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya, right? So how can we make a relationship with the holy name? Like, we have the 4 sampradayas, right? We have the Kumar Sampradaya where they chant Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Radha. Or even in the Sri Sampradaya, we have Om Namo Narayanaha. And in the Vallabh Sampradaya, we have Shri Krishnam Sharanam Mama. So the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra can give us Madhurya Rasa, or this conjugal love. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his contribution to the holy name is because in the Kali Sandanada Upanishad, this mantra is given, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is actually given. And this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra can give us the highest pleasure. See, in the Kali Sandanada Upanishad, jo hai, the Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and then it is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually changed it to Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So somebody might ask that, how can you change the mantra which is given in these scriptures? So Rama means liberation, and Krishna means the one who gives love or prema. So only those who are actually qualified brahmanas could chant these mantras. So what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did? Because see, in those times, not everybody was a brahmana. Give me a minute. In those days, everybody was not a brahmana. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted everybody, whether somebody is a Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmana, Kshatriya, everybody he wanted to actually spread the holy names. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu switched that name so that people would not accuse him of breaking the laws of scripture. So to get that same effect, regardless of caste, creed, and birth and everything, anybody could chant these names, and nobody would object also. And that's why he changed the whole Hare Krishna mantra. In fact, he flipped that Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And his Grace Janani Nevas Prabhu, he gives a very important answer to this question based on the teachings of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I remember actually this he had said somewhere in 2004 in Mayapur. So when he says Rama, so Rama is Mukti Pradayak Nam, is Rama Nam. And Krishna is Prema Pradayak Nam. Prema Pradayak means the one who gives love. And according to the Bhagavad Gita, one is not qualified to practice devotional service unless he is liberated. So when Bhagavad Gita says that Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma na sochati na kankshati. So liberation being a prerequisite to practice devotional service. And then in the 7th chapter, Krishna says that Yesha Tvantagatam Papam Jananam Punya Karmanam Tve Dvandva Moho Nirmuktam Bhajate Mam Dridavita. So see, Yesham Tvantagatam Papam. See, when all sins are freed, and Janana Punya Karmana. So such pious people, and then he says Te Dvandva Moha Nirmukta, means they are free from duality they are free from illusion, then they can worship me. Bhajate mama dridvata. Then they are qualified to worship me. Now, these are the two prerequisites. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he actually broke all the Vedic barriers. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is flooding the material world with Krishna Prema. He changed the whole sequence. First, you will get Krishna Prema, and then you will get liberation. And that is why, when you get Krishna Prema and liberation, it follows a very concomitant result, you can say. And Srila Rup Goswami, in his Padyavali, I remember, there is a dialogue between a devotee and Mukti Devi, the goddess of liberation. So Mukti Devi, she's saying, knock, knock. And the devotee is saying, who is it who's knocking my door? Then Mukti Devi is saying that I am Mukti Devi. Then the devotee says, why have you come over here? आपका क्या काम है यहाँ पे? What is your work over here? Then Mukti Devi is saying that because you have chanted the names of Hari and you're taking the full shelter of Hari, then it is my duty that I should come and serve you, and that is why I have come on your door to serve you. So the devotee is saying that no, 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 you go away. I do not require you. You just stay away from me, because just by your presence or just by your being over here, you know, my sandalwood like bhakti will be getting covered. So she's saying, the devotee is saying that you please go away from here, like somewhere harshly, but I am actually speaking a little politely. So then the devotee is saying that for me you are very menial, I don't want you. So Bilvamangal Thakur says that Mukti comes and stands on the doorstep like a maid servant serving. So that which is a prerequisite for devotional service has become a concomitant byproduct today. And this is the contribution of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that there is so much of magnanimity in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, giving this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, or else we would still not be qualified to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We would be bereft of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So, our proper attitudes, they define the advancement on the path of Krishna consciousness. And if our attitude, uh, mm, not our aptitude, of course, that decides our altitude, and our inner consciousness is very much important. That with what proper attitude am I chanting the holy names of the Lord? See, in Srila Rupa Goswami's book also, no, the advanced what in Nectar of Instruction, he writes in the preface that advancement in Krishna consciousness depends upon the attitude of the practitioner. And then there are some of the fundamental principles, or you can say that the foundational principles of good japa also. So, what do we do in 22 hours of the day? It actually reflects uh, those 2 hours. So, like when you say that Raj Bhog offering, so the Raj Bhog offering is just meant to be kept 15 minutes, on the altar. But there is hours of preparation in order to make that offering very palatable and devotional to the Lord. Because see, somebody goes and brings sabji, then somebody is there to store it into the refrigerator, then there is somebody who comes and washes it, and somebody who comes and cuts it, somebody who comes and cooks it. So similarly, our chanting of 2 hours, but to make that 2 hours of chanting an offering of devotion to the Lord, then we have to prepare 22 hours rest of the day. So, what is my consciousness throughout the day? That is very important for me. So, chanting good japa is just like a recipe. which has many, many ingredients in it. Uh, so similarly, there is a recipe for good japa also. And there are several ingredients, and there are some basic principles also. What is my consciousness throughout the day? It will decide the quality of the japa next day. Or maintaining enthusiasm, developing that taste to chant the holy names, or avoiding mundane talks, uh, glorifying the Supreme Lord throughout the day, not gossiping around. Because this gossiping is called prajalpa. Prajalpa means talks which are not connected to Krishna, talks which are unnecessary, talks which do not bring us close to Krishna, talks which are, you know, which bring our anarthas on the surface. So that is called prajalpa. So, what we do affects our consciousness during the chanting hours, and that is why, if you see all the time, the mind reels on those only topics. So, uh, uh, Prajalpa, the example is given in the Shastras, is that there is a frog who is croaking, and then the snake of Maya is actually trapping him. So the croaking of a frog or a toad is compared to, you can say that, what he speaks, what he thinks, what he is doing, whether he is seeing television, whether he's seeing Facebook, Twitter, Tinder, and WhatsApp. So that's how. And then there are the offenses to the devotees. And then because too much of going close to devotees is also, familiarity will breed contemplation. So how much we have to associate with devotees? How much do we see? Recently, I was yesterday hearing His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu's one of his classes, which was he had given 4 months before that, how to run towards Krishna. Just give me a minute. How to run towards Krishna. And there he was saying that because there was one sweet girl who had asked the question to him. She asked that, Maharaj, I want to be very serious in Krishna consciousness. And you had mentioned that we should not waste even a single moment, of our day. Then how do I maintain that? So he said that maintaining enthusiasm or chanting good rounds depends on your association that you take. He said, how much association are you taking of your equals? And how much association are you taking of your seniors? So we should have somebody whom we are greatly inspired by. At least two, three devotees we should have in our life whom we are greatly inspired by as such. And we can look upon them like a godfather, something that, no, I want to be like so and so person, who is very serious, she's very serious, that way. So when we have our association right, then the chanting will be very nice, and then we'll get enthusiasm. So when I'm chanting the holy names of the Lord, I'm in intense absorption. And like for example, somebody who is actually, shooting an arrow, he's so much absorbed on that one central point that I have to shoot over here only. So when we are chanting, a mind is either in the past running or in the future. Of course, I have experienced this there thousands of times and millions of times from the time since I'm chanting. That either it runs in the past, that okay, few years back something had happened, and something might happen like this in the future also, something like that. So if we learn the act of keeping our mind in the present tense, say, in the spiritual world, there is only present tense. In the spiritual world, there is no past tense and there is no future tense also. So then I'll be able to focus on the japa. Why? Because in the present tense only gives me happiness. The past does not give me happiness, nor the future gives me happiness. Only the present tense will give me happiness, and that is why in the spiritual world also there is happiness throughout, because everybody is living in the present tense. Nobody remembers the past, because over there the spiritual body is only structured that way that nobody remembers the past and nobody will actually anticipate also the future. So, uh, uh, so sometimes there is an example given of our old friend is coming to meet us, during Japan. Seldom the mind is actually present. So, old friend coming means old thoughts coming in to meet us. So, Japa should be a very exclusive activity. It should not be mixed with, you know, deity worship, or, attending the Bhagavatam class, or doing Kirtan also and Japa also. I've seen many people when they come for the Bhagavatam class, the speaker is speaking and they are chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Basically, this particular act is very, you can say that it is a very insulting act for the speaker, uh, or it is a disrespecting act for the speaker. Why? Because you are trying to show all the others who are attentively hearing the class that you're saying that, oh, this class is so boring that I don't feel like listening to the speaker, so rather let me chant. Of course, chanting is very important. I'm not saying that chanting is not important, but it has its own separate time for chanting. Now, because the person who is sitting on the Vyasasan, see, he might be even junior to me. He might have come in Krishna conscious after me. But because he is representing Srila Vyasadev, it becomes my prime duty to hear those transcendental words that are coming from not his mouth. Actually, the words are given by Srila Vyasadev. And that is why all these things should not be mixed. Um, Sometimes you might write your affirmations also that, today I want to chant the holy names in the mode of the servant of the servant. That, yes, Krishna, I am the servant of the servant, and I really genuinely want to be the servant of the servant. Or you can write an affirmation that, Krishna, today I want to chant the holy names in a relationship with you. That I have a relationship with you from time immemorial, and let I have never valued that relationship. Let me at least today in these 2 hours value that relationship, and let me build this relationship so strongly day by day that this relationship will become unbreakable, for the future or till eternity. That way you can chant in that way also. So sometimes, but people have their during chanting, what most people do is they're doing planning, and that's why they become good managers. They're planning, the whole day they're planning. Now I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and they're not in the present tense, they are in the future tense. So that is why uh, we need to see that what is the connection between my prajalpa and my japa. And then once you know that um, I have made this connection from the japa or prajalpa, then then I know whom to give importance to, because prajalpa is not going to give me Krishna prem, japa is going to give me Krishna prem. So with that, setting the scene, I come to this topic that how can I achieve pure name, Shuddha Naam, right? So in mm, in uh, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is one verse which comes is Kevala Shabde Puranapi Nishchaya Karana Jnana Yoga Tapa Karma Adi Nirvana. So he's using over there the word Kevala. Kevala prohibits all other processes such as jnana, yoga, karma, or tapa. Tapa means performing austerities or fruitive activities. So this our Krishna conscious movement is actually stressing on the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, whereas those who do not know the secret of the success of this Kali Yuga, they're unnecessarily indulging in cultivation of knowledge and mystic yogas and fruitive activities. They're simply wasting their time and they're misleading their followers. So when we point this out to the audience, then many of them get angry also. But according to the Shastras, we cannot make compromises with anybody who's a jnani or a yogi or a karmi. So when they say they are good than us, then we must say that only we are good. We should not say that we are only good and they are not good. So we must not deviate from the injunctions of the Shastras. So when it is saying that anyone who is accepting any other path cannot be delivered, and that is why it is saying that there is a uh, another shloka connected to this, is saying that अन्यथा ये माने तार नाही कनिस्तार nahi 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 ena tina evakara. So there is a triple repetition, nahi nahi nahi, nothing else, nothing else, nothing else, which emphasizes the real process of realization. So when he's saying that, uh, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying na Trinadapi Sunichena, that one should be humble than a blade of grass, and he should be devoid of all personal honor, and he should offer all other honor to others. Amanina mana dena, kirtaniya sadahari. So when he's saying that when somebody is engaged in chanting the holy names of the Lord, he should be practicing forbearance, that is tolerance like a tree. There is a shloka regarding this. It says that Taru sama sahishnutta Vaishnava karibe Bharsana tande kake kichu na balibe. So he's saying that anybody who is engaging in chanting the holy names of the Lord, he should practice forbearance. Even Bharsana Tadane kake kichu na baliye. So even if he is rebuked, he is chastised, he should not say anything to retaliate at all. And when, for example, when a tree is cut, he never protests, nor if it is, drying up, nor even if it is dying, he's not asking for water also. So this practice of Trinadapi Sunichena is very difficult. But if somebody is chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, then this quality of tolerance automatically will develop. And when a person is advanced in this, you know, Krishna consciousness or spiritual consciousness through this chanting, then he need not practice to develop it separately. Automatically, it gets inculcated. And all his good qualities also will develop over a period of time simply by chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. See, imagine that by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, all the good qualities of all the other demigods also and Krishna also will come within us. Krishna in the 13th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, there are some five shlokas from 13.8 to 12. And in that shloka, the first thing is actually demanding is that amanitvam and adambhitvam. So the first quality that Krishna is desiring from us is um, humility and tolerance, or pridelessness, you can say. So uh, when he's saying that all these qualities, so Vaishnava do not ask, a Vaishnava does not ask anything from anyone. If somebody is giving him, okay, fine. He does not give anything, fine. Or if somebody is given him to eat, he's okay. He's not given, no problem. The Vaishnava does not demand, and that is why he should strictly follow the principles of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which is bringing back the mind again and again towards the lotus feet of the Lord, and chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra attentively, right? And that is why he should be satisfied with whatever he gets easily. So this is actually this is called a devotional behavior. Devotional behavior means what? That whatever comes on its own accord, you accept. If it does not come, then you don't hanker for that, right? And that is why he solidly maintains devotional service. So when he's saying Tranadapi Suni Chena Tarorapi Sahishnam Amanina Manadena Kitanya Sarhadvi. So when he thinks himself lower than the blade of grass, because this grass is specifically mentioned in this verse because everyone will trample on the grass, and yet the grass never is protesting. So any leader or any guru, he should not be proud of his position, being always humbler than the blade of grass or a common man. They should be just preaching the cult of Krishna consciousness or the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by chanting the holy names of the Lord. And that is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given that he's actually declaring actually ऊर्ध्वबाहो करी कोरी सुन सर्वलोक. Urdhvaho means raising both the hands. Okay. Suna sarvaloka. Please hear, Nama sutre ganthi para kanthe ei shloka. Nama sutre. Nama sutra means what? That string this verse on the thread of the holy name and wear it on your neck for continuous remembrance. Nama Sutre Ganthi. Ganthi means Kanthi. And Pare Kanthe Ei Shloka. So wear it on your neck in the form of a thread. So when this chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, in the beginning, we might commit some offenses, which are called Namabhas and Namaprad. And in this stage, there is there is no possibility of achieving perfect love for Krishna by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Therefore, one must chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra according to Trinadapi Suni Chena Tarorupi Sahishnu Nam. See, this is our actually Siddha Pranali mantra. Prabhupada said that our Siddha Pranali mantra means if you remain Trinadapi Suni Chena, you will know that what is your form in the spiritual world. Right? And the form in the spiritual world for every living entity is what? Jivera Swarup Hoy Krishnera Nitya Das. And that is why chanting involves the activities of the upper and the lower lips and the tongue as well. Three things are involved, right? While we are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this Hare Krishna word, we are pronouncing it very distinctly. We are hearing it also. Sometimes some mechanical hissing sound is produced instead of chanting with the lips. And because, we are in so much of a hurry to complete our rounds. So chanting is very simple, but I must practice it very seriously. And therefore, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he's advising everyone that you please string this particular shloka on the neck, on your neck. So, and whose order is this? This is not Krishna Kaviraj Goswami who is saying this. He's saying that this is the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only. That Prabhu Agyaya Kariyai Shloko Archana Avashya Pabibe Tabe Krishna Charana. So if somebody is following this particular principle of Tranadapi Suni Chena and who's following in the steps of the six Goswamis and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will certainly attain Krishna Prema and the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So now, when we are following the teachings of the six Goswamis and Mahaprabhu, we should not compromise. And because there is some, hesitation, and we might not even say, oh, Trinadipi Suni Chena, every time I'm hearing this particular shloka, Trinadipi Suni Chena and all, and this injunction and all. But we should not deviate from this particular shloka or this injunction. And Prabhupada also says that why we should be actually deviate from this particular instruction. Okay, so those who say that they have not understood. Prabhupada strictly said that if we follow this injunction and what is said according to the Shastra Siddhanta, because see, this is the age of Kali, and this age of Kali is what? Full of quarrel. There is full of fight because everybody is thinking, oh, I am great, and I am great. This other person will say, I am great, and I'm great, and everybody is fighting that who is greater than each other. And Kali Yuga has two symptoms. One is quarrel, and one is hypocrisy. These are the two, uh, what do you say, characteristics of Kali Yuga. So there is dambha, there is pride also, and this is the measuring rod, okay, for Kali Yuga. There is dambha also, and it is a very dangerous age, which is the most degraded age. But in this age only, Mahaprabhu's teaching is required. If somebody is accepting this Trinadipi Suni Chena, and if we can understand it, if we can practice it in our life, then we will be saved. Otherwise, the influence of Kali is so very powerful that we won't be able to get only Krishna Prema. And that is why Prabhupada says that this uh, this practice of tolerance, of forbearance, Trinadapi Sunichena, is very difficult. But if somebody is actually engaged in chanting the holy names of the Lord, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then this particular quality will automatically be developed. And see, a Vaishnava is not a beggar. If he begs, he's not a Vaishnava at all. But you know, a Vaishnava does not go in doorstep to doorstep. He does not go begging to fill, his stomach, but he goes to, shower his mercy, and that is why who is a Vaishnava? The Vaishnava is a person who goes from home to home to give the holy names of the Lord. He goes there to shower his mercy on a particular householder who is very much attached to his home, to his children, to his family, to his wealth. So, a particular grahastha is thinking in terms of I and mine, and therefore, this grahasthas, or general in people, they are actually very much bereft of this pure knowledge. Why? Because he's in delusion, and a grossly deluded person, he's thinking of only I and mine. But everything belongs to Krishna, because Krishna is the Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Surya Sarva Bhutanam Gyatva Mam Shantim Richati. So everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing belongs to me at all. But I am so deluded that I'm thinking that it is I and mine. This is mine. This is my house. This is my children. This is my property. So that which is actually Krishna's property, I'm calling it mine. And that is why I'm a very great offender. I'm a biggest criminal. And I have a very great criminal mentality to try to possess that which is Krishna's property. Or you can say, in Prabhupada's language, you can say to lord it over the material world and to enjoy it as such. So he's saying that I am committing a very great crime. And in order to shower mercy on a great criminal like me, then the Vaishnavas come to my home to give me this pure Krishna consciousness. And uh, it is not that the Vaishnavas are coming, to house to beg for some food. Krishna can provide food to anybody. If he can provide tons and tons to an elephant, why will Krishna not provide food to a pure Vaishnava who is selflessly serving him? So the Vaishnava is not at all, hungry, or he's not asking for food. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, no, that Trinadapi Sunichena Taroropi. Taror means tree. And Kaviraj Goswami, he is speaking that this tree may dry up, he may die also, but he will never say, "Give me water." He will keep on tolerating. And that is why a Vaishnava also should tolerate. He may be hungry, he may be wanting food, but he will never ask that, "Oh, give me food, I'm very hungry." He is tolerating. You know? So, this Vaishnava, he will not ask for anything, but he will also have this Aichita Vritti. Aichita Vritti means not the profession of not asking anything. If you give me, okay. If it comes on its own accord, okay, I'll accept it. If it does not, then I will stay. So that is why uh, that Vaishnava becomes completely surrendered to the lotus feet of the Lord and to the holy name. The one who is not greedy, the one who is very tolerant, the one who does not have envy, this particular person will be able to chant the holy names of the Lord in complete surrender. And uh, this is the behavior of a Vaishnava, that the Vaishnava does not ask anything to anyone. Please give me dhanam dehi, putram dehi, janam dehi, wife dehi, husband dehi, children dehi, or wealth dehi. No, he does not ask anything. And he is tolerating. According to my karmas, whatever I have got, right? For example, sometimes if some people do not beget children, or uh, they are very poor, or they want some big things, then they keep on asking, "Give me this, give me this." But a Vaishnava is uh, Taroropi Sahishnunam. He's very tolerant as a tree, and he is always engaged in chanting the holy names of the Lord, remembering the Lord in Dasya, Sakhya, Atma Nivedan, and Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. In Prahlad Maharaj is teaching. See, in the seventh canto also, what is Prahlad Maharaj teaching is that this devotee is never lazy. Day and night, the devotee is engaged in serving Krishna. No one can understand Vaishnava, because sometimes externally we might feel that is Vaishnava. See, that is why it's saying, Vaishnava Kriya Mudra Vignena Bujhaya. Somebody might be a very learned Pandit in the society, but uh, we cannot understand the activities of a Vaishnava. It is not easy to understand, because they cannot understand it. See, once, even if you remember this particular incident where Prabhupada was actually peeping out from his window, from his apartment, and he was seeing a very huge truck. And the disciple is thinking that, maybe Prabhupada is in Maya, because he's thinking about, so many, he's seeing so many cars. Maybe he's desiring that he wants a car or something like that. But when later on it was discovered that, "Prabhupada, what are you thinking?" Then Prabhupada is saying that, "I am seeing that huge truck that is going, and I'm thinking that how this can be used for Rath Yatra." So again, we cannot understand that what is the pure devotee thinking also. And uh, because we cannot understand them, then we cannot do also anything. So the Vaishnavas are very, very selfless and very, very tolerant. See, we have the example of Madhavendra Puri also, right? And he would never ask anything from anyone. He may be hungry, he may be thirsty, but he is to always tolerate, asking nothing from anyone. And one day he was sitting under one tree in the jungle of Vrindavan, and he was very thirsty and hungry, but he was not asking anybody anything. And Krishna came to him in the form of a coward boy, and he said that, "Hey, what type of a sannyasi you are? Sannyasis go door to door and they do madhukari in Vrindavan. They beg. Why are you not begging? You are hungry, you are thirsty, and still you are not asking anything." And Srila Madhavendra Puri is looking at him and he's asking, "Who are you, and how do you know that I am hungry and thirsty? In this village, and if someone comes in the..." So actually that little boy is answering that, I live in this particular village, and if somebody is coming to this particular village, he will never fast. He will never go without food. So then why are you going without the food? So Srila Madhavendra Puri is asking that how do you know that I am hungry and thirsty? So then the little boy is answering, actually. The little boy is Krishna himself only. So the little boy is asking that some ladies were taking a bath in that pond over there, and they were talking that, see, I've heard that there is a sannyasi sitting under that tree and he's very hungry and thirsty. And I am to just a little coward boy. And while I was taking care of my cows, I just heard them speaking. And this is my actually, business every day. So Krishna came in the form of that coward boy and spoke to Srila Madhavendra Puri like this. And he's saying, okay, you just take this pot of milk I have with me and you take it. So um, somehow or the other, that pot of milk now has come to Srila Madhavendra Puri. He did not ask for it, but it automatically came. And that is why when a devotee thinks that Krishna is only my maintainer. See, when somebody is thinking that it is coming on my plate on its own, I don't have to ask, please give me food. So, one who is completely surrendered to the lotus feet of Krishna and the holy name, he never thinks of his own maintenance. He knows that Krishna will maintain him, right? Krishna has promised that in the Bhagavad Gita, what has Krishna promised? Kaunteya pranidhyane name bhaktya pranashyati. So go out and boldly declare that my devotee will never perish. I will give him full protection. I will maintain him also. And maintaining him means Krishna's other name, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's first name given was Vishwambhara. Vishwambhara means the one who is maintaining the whole universe. So, Krishna Vishwambhara Vishwa Karena Palana Jagat Guru Krishna Sabe Karena Rakshana. So, Krishna is protecting everyone and Krishna is maintaining everyone. And the whole world, all these 14 planetary systems, not only that, you know that Krishna, when he breathes, he exhales. So there are millions and millions of universes, emanating from him. He's maintaining all those millions and millions of universes also. So why will he not maintain me, who is engaged in the service of the Lord? And why will he make me starve also? When I have taken the shelter of his lotus feet, he will never do that. Krishna is not a sadist person. Oh, wow, wow, I'll see, I'll test that how much you can stay hungry for me. No, one that person who is 100 percentage day and night 24 hours engaged in Krishna's service, how can Krishna make him starve? He will never make him starve because Krishna is the maintainer of the whole world. And that is why avashya Krishna rakhibe, na? So one who is very much surrendered, who is completely, thinking about Krishna all the time, and Krishna knows that this person is thinking about me all the time. For that person, Krishna becomes the protector also and the maintainer also. See, this is one of the symptoms of Sharanagati, surrender, right now. So why should I really think, my work is to actually just chant the holy names of the Lord for 2 hours focusedly. Then whatever activity I am doing throughout the day, that activity also becomes Krishna conscious. Whether I am cooking for the Lord, sorry, whether I'm cooking for my family, whether I am going for my job, all these activities become Krishna conscious. Because why? Because all the time we are thinking about that, how can I serve Krishna the best? That karma, whatever we are doing, for example, somebody is working from 9 to 5, right? That particular karma also from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, that also becomes a Krishna conscious activity because we learn to offer the fruits of our activity to Krishna slowly and steadily. So, um, uh, everything you can say that whatever I'm offering, I'll offer to Krishna because Krishna is my protector, Krishna is my mentor, and then the surrender soul thinks like that. That yes, definitely Krishna will come and protect me. And if I am a faithless person, if I'm having doubt, samshaya, so there is actually a definition also of a faithless person. Ashraddhana purusha dharmasya parantapa aprapya mama nirvartante mrityu sansara vartmani. So those who do not have ashraddhana purusha, those who are not faithful, है ना, dharmasya parantapah, on the path of this dharmasya or this devotional service, and a parantapa, they cannot attain me. And aprapya mama nirvantante, you know so and mrityu samsaras vartamani. So uh, he does not uh, uh, he returns. What he's saying over there, aprapya mama nirvantante mrityu samsara, he will return to the material world again and again by taking birth and death again and again. So one who has no faith in Krishna and he's doubting in Krishna will again and again come down here in this material world, and he will be moving in the cycle of birth and death. He cannot have Krishna at all. He cannot even approach Krishna. And that is why one must have full faith in chanting the holy names of the Lord and complete surrender. He should not never think that, of his maintenance or his, protection. Krishna will definitely protect that particular person because uh, Krishna is already protecting so many jivatmas. Why will Krishna not protect me? We know this story of Shivas Thakur, that Shivas Thakur, in Shivas Thakur's house only, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started his first Sankirtan, in that particular small household. And Shivas Thakur is like a grihastha. He had wife, he had children to maintain, and they were dependent on him. But Srivas Thakur was completely surrendered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He would never say, my family, my wife, my son, my daughter. Rather, he would always say that they are Krishna's family. And the whole family was engaged in serving Krishna. They had dedicated everything. So, and that is why they never did anything. They never went out, they never earned some money, they never took up a job, they never did even any business also. So, then how somebody might just wonder that how is this family being maintained, because he was completely surrendered and he was engaged in Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, and his whole family was being maintained. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to test Srivas Thakur. So one day Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the house of Srivas Thakur, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, hey, you're a family man, and you have a very big family to maintain. Why don't you go out and earn some money? How will you maintain your family otherwise? And Chaitanya saying the Grihastha's duty is to earn money, but you are not earning any money. You're not doing any business. You don't have a job. Why don't you go out and earn? So Srivas Thakur, thought to himself, for some time, and said that, I have accepted only one job, which is to serve Krishna. Then why should I accept another job, to become Maya Das? And Maya will give me a job and I'll accept it. Do you think so? That I will accept a job offered by Maya? And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked this question, Srivas actually did not say anything. He actually just clapped three times, like this. So Mahaprabhu is asking, what does this mean? Why are you clapping three times? So then, Srivas Thakur is saying that um, I chitta vritti. I chitta vritti means completely surrendered. He's saying that uh, I'm a pakka Vaishnav. I chitta means one who will never go out and ask for anything from anyone. So whatever is available without asking, he will accept, right? That Krishna is my maintainer, Krishna is my protector, Krishna is my family and all. So he clapped 3 times and he said that uh, that means if supply will not come for one day, I will tolerate it. The whole family will tolerate. Tarorupi Saishname. He's saying that if it does not come for one day, I will tolerate. If it does not come for second day, I will tolerate. If it does not come for third day also, we will tolerate, right? And no. But the fourth day, if there is no supply, then we will go and drown ourselves in the Ganges. Finish. So when Srivas Thakur actually said that, Mahaprabhu became very pleased with him. And that is why Srivas Thakur is, uh, is a completely surrendered soul. Ei mata Vaishnava kare kichu na magiba aya chitta vritti kimva sakha phala khaiba. So that is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srivas Thakur is saying that I don't need anything. If it is coming on my own accord, I will give. If it is not coming on my own accord, then I'll stay like that only. Like, and but my work is to continuously chant the holy names of the Lord, and I am completely surrendered. That is why I'll just keep on chanting the holy names of the Lord. And that is why this holy name of the Lord is the biggest wealth for a Vaishnava. And this holy name, Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar Nama Hoite Haya Sarva Jagata Nistara. So in this particular age, simply by chanting, one is associating with Krishna and he will be delivered also by just chanting. Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna has come in the form of his Nama Rup. Of course, I have a lot to say about the holy name and I can go on and on and on. But I just want to ask the organizers that how much can I stress?
Um, I see that devotees are still hanging in. It's almost 9:50 here, p.m. If you have more you want to cover, that's fine, or we can go into Q&A.
Yeah, I just will take another like 5 minutes to cover.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll just take some 5 minutes so that I'll just complete this whole, this that how can I develop this strong faith for Krishna? When I'm chanting the holy names of the Lord, my all anarthas will be destroyed. And if I have this strong faith, then drid, sina nama drid hoile nahi hoyo pape mati. Puro papa dagda hoya chitta shuddha ati. So when I'm developing this unflinching faith in the holy name and always chanting, always remembering the name, then there is no scope only of sinful thoughts entering the mind. And these sinful thoughts will never come in my mind because, see, when speaking of the name, it means that pure name, not namabhas, namaprad. So when we are pronouncing, then we are focusing also, we are concentrating also. Otherwise, actually, we are committing namaprad. But uh, when we are chanting with attention, then we are actually, giving that signal that, Krishna, I am a surrendered soul unto you, and please accept me as your servant, right? And uh, having the same will as Krishna. Having the same will as Krishna means what? That Krishnera samsara ami achi chira dasa. Krishna,
Mataji, you're mute.
am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute. Others can hear me?
You're fine. It was somebody by some error
Okay,
unmuted.
maybe. Okay. So when we are saying that this is Krishna's world and I'm eternal servant and I'm not servant of anyone else. I'm just
Hare
Krishna's.
Krishna.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Someone trying to speak in Madhura Gokhale. Was that you trying to say something? Please go ahead. I muted them.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So where was I? Krishnera samsara mi achi chira dasa. Krishna ichha matra kariya amara prayasa. So whatever is Krishna's desire, I will do only that. I do only that what Krishna wants me to do. I have no separate will from Krishna. And this is my mentality. Krishna ichha matra kariya amara prayasa. Prayasa means my endeavor is there. Okay. So when Krishna said to Arjuna that go and fight, this is the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita. But Arjuna was not willing to fight. No, I won't fight. I'll go to the forest, I'll become sannyasi, I'll go and meditate over there. But Krishna did not want that. Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight, although the fighting was very fierce. Although that fighting was very fierce, but Krishna did not want, sorry, Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight, but Arjuna was not ready to fight as such. But this is Krishna's will. He said, Arjuna, you fight. But then Arjuna heard the whole Bhagavad Gita from Krishna and he understood. And then what is Arjuna saying? Nashta moha smritil labdva tavat prasadam mayachyuta sutosmi gata sandeha. All my doubts have been vanquished. Karishye vachanam tava. Because all my doubts have been vanquished, now karishye vachanam tava. That means I will now obey your instructions as such. So all these delusions have gone. And because he was thinking, oh, these are my brothers, these are my friends, and how can I do? How can I kill them? But now I have understood, and all my delusion is gone. I'm no more in forgetfulness. So everyone has a particular separate desire or a will that why should I stay over here? I will go over there. I'll get more enjoyment over there. I will earn more money over there. So everyone does their own will. But if somebody will go and ask his spiritual master, Guru Maharaj, I want to do this thing. I want to go there. What should I do? But if Guru Maharaj says that, this place is more better for you, but still he will go somewhere else. But nobody wants to accept Krishna's will. Now, somebody might ask you, Mataji, where is Krishna's will written? Please tell me. Read the whole Bhagavad Gita, you will come to know whatever Krishna is desiring. Krishna is desiring yat karosi, patram pushpam phalam. Then in the 12th chapter also, Krishna is giving so many man mana bhav mat bhakto, then sarva dharma parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. Then in the 12th chapter also from 12.8 to 12.5, he's giving that whoever, sorry, 12.8 to 12. I think it's 20. He's giving that if you do this, you will be dear to me. If you do this, you will be dear to me. If when he's saying that Advaishta Sarva Bhutana, Maitra Karuna Evacha, Nirmamoha Nirahankara. So wherever he's saying this, these are all Krishna's will. These are all Krishna's desire. And that is why when I read the Bhagavad Gita on a daily basis, I'm reading from that point that what does Krishna desire from me? And in that, Prabhupada is guiding us through his purports. So, what will how will I apply this Krishna's will in my life? And slowly, slowly, one day will come that I'll be having no separate desire than Krishna. Krishna's will is that, what is Krishna's will? I'll accept that. That I'll give up my I and my mentality that I am the doer, and I'm a very great charitable person, and I have so many organizations, and I'm the maintainer. I'm a Brahmana, I'm a Shudra, I'm a prime minister, I'm a father, I'm a mother, I'm a husband, I'm a king, I'm a Vaishya, I'm a grandmother. All this, I'm a citizen of Australia, I'm a citizen of US. All these upadhis that are there, sarv upadhi vinur muktam तत्प्रवर्तेन निर्मलं ऋषिकेन ऋषिकेश सेवया भक्तिर उच्यते. So then I'll come to this complete surrender that yes, Krishna is mine and I am Krishna's, and nothing else. Only one thought will come that yes, Krishna is only the doer, Krishna is the maintainer, Krishna is the protector. I am not the doer, I am not the maintainer, and I am not the protector. And Krishna's will is the supreme. His will is the most powerful will. And I'll have no separate will from Krishna. So this is complete surrender. And this is how, in this mood, I'll be chanting in the very humble state of, mind. And I'll chant the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this is called Atma Nivedanam. So with that, I'll just rest my speech. If anybody has any doubts, queries, questions, they can ask me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So much enthusiasm, in your talk. There's so much more. I know if time wasn't a constraint, we could have gone for another few hours. But once again, thank you very much for diving deep into this topic. For benefit of the time, I will not go into the announcements as in, well, just that the next Sunday, this coming Sunday, we have Arundhati Mataji speaking at the center. And next Wednesday's announcement will be done in the next few days. So with that, if anybody has any question, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask or raise your hand. Anyone? There's one question that has come in the chat, which is, by chanting alone, can my problems be solved?
Thank you very much for asking that question. Yes, by chanting alone, most of your problems will be solved. Because primarily we identify ourselves with the body and we don't identify ourselves with the soul. So the moment we start chanting, we come to know that I am a soul and I'm not this body. My body is temporary. And the problems with coming with this body are also temporary problems. So this misidentification of the body when you are chanting is actually solved. And then you identify that I am an eternal soul surrendered to Krishna, and most of your problems will be solved with that only. Sometimes we feel that our material problems of post, position, job, money, or wealth, or family, all these actually, that's why Krishna also in the Bhagavad Gita is chastising Arjuna. He's saying that this is anaryan jushtam. This is see, Arya is a person who knows the goal of life or who knows the value of life, who's civilized. But anarya means who does not know the goal of life. So the moment we know that what is the goal of my life, then most of the problems will shed away automatically. Like, on a tree, you have these yellow leaves, they automatically shed, right? Nobody has to, shirk them or nobody has to shake them. They fall automatically. Similarly, when I'm chanting the holy names of the Lord, most of my problems are solved because I stop identifying myself with the body. I start identifying myself as a soul which is the part and parcel of the Lord. And the moment I start identifying that I am a part and parcel of the Lord, I don't have to worry about anything. Then 50 percentage नीचे चला जाता है. But for that sincerity of chanting, the every syllable, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. एक when you say ना कि एक प्यार से आप पुकार रहे हो, you're calling out to the Lord with great love. And when you're calling out to somebody, and if you call out that person with great love, he immediately comes running to you and he stands before you. जब भी have, when you call out your son also or your daughter also, hey honey, please come here. Immediately, the child will come and you can, take him in his lap as such. So you're calling out with love. When you call out Krishna with love, definitely he comes. And see, he genuinely knows that you're calling out with love. Sometimes, we don't call people with love or we don't talk people out of love. But when there is genuine love, then that particular friend will definitely help you to solve problems. Why? Because Krishna is Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. He is the friend of all living entities. And what is the, the reciprocation of a friend or a duty of a friend? That my friend is in difficulty. I should go and, help him, right? So that is why Krishna will definitely come and help us. But that genuine, cry, that has to be seen by Krishna. And he knows it because he's sitting in your heart. तो बहुत प्यार से पुकारेंगे तो क्यों नहीं आएंगे भगवान. That.
Thank you. Well, I'm not sure how many of you all saw or heard during this Mayapur Kirtan festival when Jai Pataka Maharaj was singing. I heard that, was it, I don't know which personality, but had tears coming out. Was it Shivas Pandit?
Yeah, I think that was. I didn't see actually. There was something which came yesterday, but I
Yeah,
was too busy. But I did see some DT crying actually, tears flowing.
and it was during the live kirtan. Also, they focused, and not many people were surprised that why not. So this happened for those as related to the topic that hundreds and thousands of devotees singing together, and at one point Jai Pataka Swami is singing, and it was captured that there was tears coming out. If somebody may say there's perspiration, but perspiration would come from the top, go on the eyes, and then come down. But this was right coming from the lower part where the tears come from. So amazing.
I think in the year 2012 or 13 also, when His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, when
Right.
he was also singing the kirtan, the same thing happened. In fact, over there, I think I was there in that kirtan, and we literally saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's tears flowing from his cheeks down, rolling down actually that
Yeah.
time.
One more question is that is it wrong to hold on to Krishna and Lord Shiva and Ganesha? Because sometimes if Krishna does not respond, at least the others may. So what's wrong in doing that?
So see, there is a story related to this actually, and heard it very long back during my initial days of Krishna consciousness. There was a man who had all deities placed in his home. Okay. And when and there was a big problem that he had. So he went to Devi, he went to Durga, he went to Sai Baba, he went to Ganesha, he went to Shiva, he went to Vishnu, and he kept rolling actually. But all these demigods knew that only Lord Vishnu is able to solve his problem. We all are not able to solve his problem at all because we don't have that capacity to solve his problem. So Ganesha was thinking, my father is, more senior than me. So let, Lord Shiva solve the problem. Lord Shiva was thinking that Lord Vishnu should solve the problem. And it kept on rolling, and nobody was able to, like. So if we stick around to only one deity as our Ishta Dev, whom you have complete faith, like see within ISKCON also, some people have a lot of faith in Lord Narsingh Dev. Some people have a lot of faith on Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Some people have a lot of faith on Nityanand Mahaprabhu. So we should hold on to the lotus feet of one deity And you should just pray to one deity actually. Okay, of course, you can pray something material also, right? Because Krishna says that you come to me, whatever you have, you please come to me, don't go anywhere else. Okay, so the problem with, worshipping all these is that everybody will think that each other will solve the problem, but nobody solves this problem as such. But if you hold on to one Ishtadev and you serve that Ishtadev in the dasya mode or being the servant mode, then definitely, the prayers will be heard. Otherwise, it will go on, passing the ball from one deity to another deity that way.
Yeah. One Ishtadev, one mantra. Because many times mantras also, people change online, YouTube. We have so many lectures, so many sadhus, and each sadhu has their own mula mantra, and so it's good for them, for their sampradaya. But as we come in Gaudiya Sampradaya, we stick to the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, anybody else? Any question? The final.
See, if you see in one of the last in Gita Mahatmya, text number 7, what they say, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putram Gitam, Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva, Eko Mantras Tasya Namani Yani, Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya. So, one God, one religion, one occupation, one scripture, one God. Okay, let there be only one God for the whole world, and that is Sri Krishna, and only one mantra, that is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and only one work, that is just to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So every time you should have only one favorite book of yours, one favorite deity, only one mantra. We don't chant many mantras. We focus only on the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Prabhuji. That way.
I'm so happy to see there's 32 devotees on the call past 10 o'clock. That's so wonderful. That just shows that credit goes to the speaker to keep them on. Anyone? Last question before we close?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Okay, there's two. So let's start with Nitesh Prabhu and then go to Kirat Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. It's wonderful, this one learning and a lot of things and content here and a lot of education. One thing Prinadapi Sunechena, right? So that's a very good thing, but only thing where I find a little bit of difficult, like in corporate world, how do we walk according to that one, where it is always thought like you have to kind of self-praise, self-proclaim, and always show yourself more than what you are. So how do we walk it out, that particular thing?
Nice question, Prabhuji. So, see, when we are in the corporate world, because we have to excel and we have to show that what work we have done, we'll do it. But when we are in the association of devotees, outside we are like a lion. But when we are in the association of devotees, then we become a lamb. Right? Outside, like if you see His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, on the Vyasasana, when he's sitting, he's like a lion, giving the philosophy with great confidence. And he's roaring. But down the Vyasasana, if you see him, he's very humble. Because he actually, when he gets down the Vyasasana, he thinks that I am the humble servant of all these devotees. So outside world, yes, you can roar like a lion and you can, self-praise and everything, you can do that. But when you're in the association of devotees, then you practice this Trinada Pisa Nichena Taroro Pisa Ishnana. That way, Prabhuji.
Thank you indeed. That helps.
Kirat Prabhu, you had a question?
Yeah, I had a couple of questions.
Go ahead.
Mataji did a very, very good job on giving good references. So if she can enlist those and put it on our platform, that will be nice. And number two was about the chanting. You mentioned about that what consciousness you have while you are chanting. Now, I have seen, and including myself, uh, our concentration doesn't stay that long to finish up those 16 rounds. I have not done 16 rounds regularly, so the question is, if you are absorbed that well in the chanting, does the counting itself is necessary? Because I've seen people at the end of the day, because of doing a lot of other worldly activities, you don't get time until you are kind of ready to retire at night time, and people are just mechanically just finishing up Hare Krishna, just like that. So, does that how does it help with your consciousness and your overall spiritual journey?
So there is a shloka which says Nam Gane Sada Ruchi, right? So Nam Gane Sada Ruchi, and it is, I think, in CC Madhya somewhere it's coming, that when you are chanting the holy names of the Lord, you when you count, right? And when a devotee is not tired of chanting, singing, dancing, Sada Ruchi means he has a taste also in chanting the holy names of the Lord. But with that also, we need to have Sankhya Purna Nama. Sankhya Purna Nama means what? That with Sankhya, with proper calculation, when we are chanting the holy names of the Lord, then that gives us the benefit. Now, see, during Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's time, their chanting was for 64 rounds. And Srila Prabhupada, as you know, that he reduced it to 16 rounds. So this is at least these 2 hours that we are chanting as such. Now, when we are following the instructions of the acharyas, when the acharya said that 16 rounds of chanting, so there is Sankhya Purvak Nam. Then that Sankhya Purvak Nam, because the acharya has instructed us and we chant, then that will have a more of potency, more of power also when we are chanting the holy names of the Lord. Now, with the challenge that most people face during chanting is that of attentiveness, okay, and uh, prioritizing chanting as the most important activity of the day. So, what can we do to combat this thing, this challenge? So, one is we chant near Tulsi Maharani; it gives us faster results. Second is we give up bad associations, and when we're chanting in front of Tulsi Maharani, uh, and we have this Hare Krishna Mahamantra written somewhere, and we just focusing. So over here, there is a pure devotee in my house who is Srimati Tulsi Maharani, and I am having the Hare Krishna Mahamantra as such. And when I'm chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then I am actually reading it. So my full focus is on that particular mantra. Now this is also going to help me, and of course you couple it up with Trinadapi Suni Chena Tarorapi Sahishnu Nam. And thinking that there is a war between me and Maya. There's a war between me and Maya, and then both are fighting. And then if I'm chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, See, the mind is the biggest turbulent factor in my life. If I control my mind, then that is going to help me, right? Because the mind is going here and there, and in all places, it's going here and there. And if I'm able to control the mind, then and controlling the mind means you're reading the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It is I have this habit of reading this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and this suggestion was given by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur long back when he had given his thoughts on chanting. So now, when the mind is turbulent and my mind is reeling with thoughts of enjoyment, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do shopping, I'm going to, go partying, I'm going to go, boating or, river rafting and all these things, they keep on coming. Let me replace these thoughts with the service of Krishna. How, or say everything in relationship with Krishna, like, how will I serve Krishna today more better? How will I, like, at least, from women point of view, I'm saying that, okay, let me prepare a very nice bhoga for Krishna. It is one item which I can prepare with lots of love, in that. Or uh, if men go out and they're working, okay, let me, just bring something that will please Krishna, some fruit, some, something which will please Krishna. So the devotee is busy thinking about increasing the quality of his service towards Krishna. He's busy crying out to Krishna. He's sincerely trying to improve. And he has no time to commit these, different offenses while chanting also. So we make a sankalpa. Sankalpa means like a vow. Okay. That tomorrow morning I will chant with full concentration and sincere feelings for Krishna. My mind is material and my mind will tell me that, oh, this activity is so very boring. But I must be patient and I must chant in the association of devotees, or if we have Tulsi Maharani in front of us, And I should sit properly, I should pronounce the name nicely, and this chanting is going to please my Guru Maharaj, it's going to please Krishna also, and it's going to strengthen my relationship with Krishna, strengthen my relationship with my Guru. Why? Because I'm following the orders of my Guru. My Guru, when he's given me Diksha, he's asked me to chant 16 rounds. So, in this way, if we chant sincerely, we can increase our services also. And we try to. I remember one time Her Grace Vishnu Priya Mataji, who is a very good wife of His Holiness Shankar Das Prabhu Maharaj. And she had told me, you chant 16 rounds before Mangala Arati and chant 16 rounds after Mangala Arati. Of course, I was able to follow it for maybe a couple of years, but then with increased services and tight schedules, I was not able to. But again, then after some years, again, I started. And when we are chanting, we are focusing on the sound vibration, we are pulling the mind back again and again when it is wandering. We're trying to hanker for Krishna, we're trying to chant in the Brahma Muhurat. The Brahma Muhurat is the most powerful time of the day. Why? Because during the Brahma Muhurat, the whole atmosphere is filled with sattva, and sattva indicates power. Sattva indicates no disturbance, and sattva indicates it's still, it's cool, it's calm, and these are the characteristics of sattva. So if somebody is chanting from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, the quality of his rounds are more better than the other times of the day. And that's why. And during the Brahma Muhurat also, if somebody is chanting the holy names of the Lord, then it gives them more power also. Power in the sense to do their respective services throughout the day. If you see very big people also, the big CEOs and big, um, proprietors also, and big, what do you say, big politicians also. they also actually know the importance of Brahma Muhurat. They wake up, they read, they do yoga, they do exercising, and they know it is a very productive time of the day. Whatever you do in these 2 hours during the Brahma Muhurat, they're the most productive hours of the day. And that is why Srila Prabhupada focused more on the Brahma Muhurat time for chanting the holy names of the Lord and starting the day from 4 o'clock. We have our aartis and everything and chanting during this Brahma Muhurat time. And this Brahma Muhurat time lasts till 8 o'clock. From 4 to, of course, the peak period is from 4:30 to 6:30. This is the peak period. And then slowly, it dwindles. And then Rajagun starts. Rajagun starts from 8:30. And it goes on. Big span of Rajaguna goes on till like 7 o'clock in the evening. And then Tamoguna starts. So if we want to be productive and we want to get full benefit from the holy name, then we can chant early in the morning.
Thank you very much. Very nicely explained. Do you have a Zoom channel or something? You from Pune, right? Or you're in America? So
Yeah.
do you give a regular classes?
You can look up on YouTube. Mataji has her own YouTube channel.
Okay.
So I recently, last week only on Thursday, I started 18 days, 18 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. And I think more of somewhere around 87 devotees have joined in more. Maybe I can share that WhatsApp group and you can join. I'll share it with Ramachandra Prabhu. Ramachandra Prabhu, if you can share it with him and maybe he could join in. And if you're not able to join in, don't worry. The recordings are there available on my YouTube channel, Krishna Rupa Official, by that name. Krishna and Rupa as a gap space in between. And you will find all the playlist over there.
Thank you so much. Very nice. Like your lecture today. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Very much, Mataji, for your time. Once again, we hope to have you again in the near future with us. Devotees, let's unmute and thank Mataji by loudly chanting Mahamantra together.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Mataji.
Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai.
Very well.